Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, January 14th, 2016. My name is Cliff Backus, and this is your PushButtonStockTrading.com daily video market review. As you know, much of what we do at Push Button Stock Trading is based in part or in full on William O'Neill's classic book, How to Make Money in Stocks. O'Neill utilizes the acronym CANSLIM to identify important elements of what he's looking for in a trade. The I in CANSLIM stands for institutional sponsorship and reminds us that we want to find stocks that the institutional or professional fund managers are accumulating. The L in CANSLIM stands for leader or laggard. It's important that we identify where the leadership in the market is. To that end, we use HGSI, High Growth Stock Investors Spectrum Analyzer, to identify market leadership on a daily basis. So let's get started with that. Yesterday, of the top 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups, 14 were real estate investment trusts. 13 were from integrated utilities, 13 from utility networks, 12 from the restaurant industry, and finally, rounding out the top 5, semiconductor devices. We've seen a lot of real estate investment trust recently. The real estate investment trust industry is holding up very well in this market and may be a good place to look for opportunities as the market begins to get a little bit more bullish. Let's start today, as we have recently, by looking at the Russell 2000. As we've been noting recently, the Russell 2000 seems to be in free fall. We have undercut the 1040 area recently. We undercut our support up here in the 1079 area. We undercut our lower channel line. The next area of support for the Russell 2000, outside of the psychologically important 1000 level, appears to be down in the 868 area. Yikes. Let's see what the NASDAQ Composite was up to yesterday. But before we do that, the M in the CANSLIM acronym stands for market, and to my way of thinking is the most important element. So let's take a brief look at the market. Markets took it on the chin again yesterday on heavier distribution volume. Distribution is defined as a trading session where the index falls at least 0.2% on heavier trade than the prior day, and is an indication of institutional or professional fund managers selling in the market. According to our market timing model, we remain on a sell signal. A sell signal indicates that we should be off of margin and aggressive traders can sell short. We should sell any long position that, if sold at current stop levels, would result in a loss. All stops should be at their tightest levels on all positions. Conservative traders may want to hedge their portfolios with contra ETFs, exchange-traded funds. Declining issues outnumbered advancers by nearly 8-1 yesterday, a shellacking. And the New York Stock Exchange advance decline line has turned decidedly bearish. New lows continue to swamp new highs, with 17 new highs versus nearly 1,200 new lows. Large capitalization stocks bettered small again yesterday and continue to outperform on a 10-day moving average basis. Small caps typically outperform in bull markets. Our overbought, oversold indicator is again indicating an extremely oversold condition in the market. Keep in mind, an oversold market can become severely oversold. Be careful. Okay. Yesterday, the NASDAQ Composite was down 159.86 points, or 3.41%. We closed at 45.26. We held this important support level yesterday in the 45.06 area. Frankly, I didn't think we'd get back down there, but here we are. We undercut this long-term trend line. This trend line goes all the way back to the beginning of the bull market back in 2009. It's important that the NASDAQ at this point holds this support level, this 4506 support level. Trading volume yesterday was higher than the prior day, giving us a distribution day. For you followers of William O'Neill, we are in a market in correction. We have been since January 5th. As we've noted, the market right now, the NASDAQ right now, is bracketed by support down here in the 4506 area and resistance ultimately up here in the 4900 area, but the first level of resistance is probably going to be this trend line right here. Our market timing model is currently on a sell signal. Let's see what the S&P 500 is up to. S&P yesterday was down 48.4 points or 2.5%. We closed at 1890, and I've drawn in this trend line right here. Note that this was the market low back at the end of August. We came down, put in this interim low right here. That's the second point in our trend line. And yesterday we came down and we found support right at that trend line, closing near the low for the day. But hopefully this trend line will act as support for this market. If we break the trend line, the next area of support is this 1867 level, which was the late August low. Trading volume yesterday was heavier than the prior day, giving us a distribution day. The S&P is in a market in correction. We have been since January 4th. Right now, the S&P is bracketed, I'm going to say, by this trend line and this resistance area in the 1993 range. Our market timing model is indicating a sell signal on the S&P 500, and just a reminder, a sell signal indicates that we should be off of margin, and aggressive traders can sell short. We should sell any long position that, if sold at current stop levels, would result in a loss. All stops should be at their tightest levels on all positions. Conservative traders may want to hedge their portfolios with contra ETFs. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call, drop me an email, or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. Please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohannes & LaCours, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohannes & LaCours Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources, except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohannes & LaCours, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries, and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push-button stock trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push-button stock trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push-button stock trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push-button stock trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push-button stock trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.